Alright, I'm going to try to teach the Rubik's Cube in a different way. It's utilizing a few techniques that I've picked up, but I try not to focus so much on algorithms and really more explaining how you match colors. And so the Rubik's Cube itself is a puzzle that is all about color. That's really the biggest thing, and it's matching colors to one another. Certain rules will help you, such as certain colors are always opposite of each other. So green is always going to be opposite of blue, while red is always going to be opposite of orange, white is always going to be opposite of yellow. And so knowing that, if you're looking at the red side, you can just know that the orange is on the back side, and you don't have to turn the whole cube in order to see that because you just know. The center dot on the cube is the color of that side. So if I'm looking at this and I see the white dot, or the white center, and the red center, then all of the pieces up here would have to be white and red, and you can do that all the way around. So white and blue, white orange, white green. And so we're actually going to look at a different cube. We're going to look at this one. There's nothing special about it other than that the stickers are peeled off on the other layers. This is just to help you focus on getting that first layer. If you can get the first layer and you can do it correctly, then have faith that you will be able to solve the entire thing. It's learning the first layer that's the most difficult, because there's 43 quintillion different ways that you can mix this up, and I would say that as you solve it, the chances of the pieces being in other places gets smaller and smaller. And so learning how to do that first layer and not messing it up is probably the most important thing. And if you can do that, then you can do the whole thing. So this is really just to help you eliminate trying to, find other pieces. When you first start solving, if you're going to solve, I usually solve for the white. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to connect the white center to the centers around it. So you're going to end up connecting white to blue, white to green, white to orange, and white to red. And how you do that is you've got to look for those pieces. So I need to look for the white blue piece. That white blue piece is back here. And so I know that if I want to put this piece here, I can do something like this, connect it, and then I just have to move this center back. So there's one. Now I need the white orange piece, which is right here. This piece needs to be white orange, and I need to make sure that I don't mess this up. So I can move this piece over, white will come up and connect, and then I just rotate it back, and so now I've got two of those. The next one would be white red. The red piece is over here, so I'm going to actually move that a little closer like that, and now I can connect the red to the red, and then once that's connected, I can connect the white to the white up top. So then those two would connect like that. Now the white green piece is right here. It needs to be here. So if this rotates over, I can bring this up, and then I just need to bring it back, and then all the pieces are going to be connected. And then from there, really the next steps are realizing that this piece right here, this white orange green piece, you can put it down into this spot in a number of ways. And so all I'm doing is putting it down in that spot in a few different ways, and ultimately you would move it so that when you bring it up, it connects to the piece that it should, and then it will go in. So I'm going to go back to a regular cube. I've got this one here that's been mixed up. I'm going to get I already got the white cross, but I'll mix that up, get the white cross. Okay, so I've got the white. I want to connect the white to the orange, so I need to find that white orange piece, and it is right here. So I'm going to connect the orange to the orange, and then the white, I'm going to connect to the white. I know it's opposite of yellow, the white center is, and so I'm just going to rotate that whole thing like that. So that's connected. This white blue piece right here, if I move it down like this, I can then move it to the top. So again, it was right here, and I'm going to move it down, and I can move it either here or here. The thing is that it's just going to be able to come up like that. So I'm going to move it down, and white blue needs to be right here with this piece. So I'm going to make it so that this piece is going to be switched out with this piece like this, and bring it back. White green needs to go here, so this orange piece is going to come over, and then orange blue piece, and then I'm going to switch it with this one, and then I just rotate that back. So there's 3 pieces of that white X that you're getting, just like you did on that one, getting the white X. And then the final one, white red, is right here. You're going to want to connect the white or the red. Red first would be good, so the red can connect. You'll see that this piece was moved out of the way, but when you bring this piece up, you can quickly bring that piece back. So now you've got your white X. Don't worry about the corners yet. The corners are going to change quite a bit. And so really you're going to specialize in switching these pieces with these pieces, and so you could do it in a way like that, but then you could bring it up and switch it with those two, and so you're able to move the top and put pieces down into this spot and bring them up pretty easily. And the entire time this stays safe. You'll see that that never gets messed up, and so there's a lot of movement that you are still able to do. And so the first thing that I would say is that you want to get a white corner piece down in one of these empty spots. So this is messed up in this area. The white red blue piece is the one that actually needs to be down in this spot anyways. And so there's 2 ways you can do it. There's one way where you have the piece in a safe position, like here, and then you bring this piece up and put it in like that. Or there's another one where if you have the white facing out, you put it down so that it would connect, and so you would go down, and then you would move this out of the way so that you can bring that back, so that you can bring that back, and so then it would connect. So if you do it this way, where you move it to a safe spot and then put it in, that's called the sexy move. Both of these names are kind of strange, I guess, but moving it away so that you can then put it in like that is the sexy move. And then the other way that you can do it this way is called the sledgehammer. So I imagine that that's the face of the hammer. It slams down, which then causes this to blow out. This comes back, and this comes back. So those are both ways to insert a piece down into there. If it's like this, with white facing down, you're either going to match this side or this side, depending on what color of this piece is facing out. And so it just happens to be that the red blue piece, which is going to be the red blue piece here, blue is facing out. So if blue's facing out, I want to make it so that when I bring this piece up, these two aren't next to each other like that, but instead this red, so the blue red piece, this red is going to be over here instead. So if I put it there and then I bring this piece up, then if I rotate them like this, when this piece comes down, it'll actually connect those two. And then that's when you can use that sledgehammer move. So you take the face of the hammer, the white, and you go down with it, and then it pushes down again, and then you go up and up. This piece right here, I'm gonna put in, if I lift it up like this, I can then rotate it and put it down like that. So again, all I did, you can watch it, it goes up, in, and down. And now I want to find the green red piece, which is right here. So it's rotating to the front. It was back there. I just rotated it to the front. If the colors are opposite of each other, then you can imagine that this green, when it comes up, is going to connect there. So opposite's always good because it'll connect. You move it off, put it back down, and then this is the time where you can do the sledgehammer move, where this is the face of the hammer. It slams down, goes down that way, and then up, up. Or you can do the sexy move where you move it away, bring this up, and then put it down. Either way, it's the same thing. It ends up in that spot. These two need to connect. I'm going to put these two in here. And so if I do it like this and I go back, I can separate them that way and put it down. And then now, because those are matching, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so that the green ends up over here, so that when this orange comes up, they're opposite, and then it rotates to the back, they connect, and it goes down with that sledgehammer. Last one, this piece, if I move it this way and put it down, it'll connect, but actually that's a good thing, because with the opposite colors, they connect, and then you just rotate them both in like that. So that's the first two layers. I don't know if that's helpful or not. I'm gonna wait to see about trying to explain the last layer. I'm trying to figure out the right way to word how I do the first two layers. So let me know if that's helpful or not.